I'm not being funny. I mean, no disrespect. But you're a cunt. And the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger cunt. Maybe have some more cunt kids.
You can retract that bit about my fucking kids.
I retract that bit about your fucking kids.
Insulting my fucking kids? That's going overboard, mate.
I
It's
retracted
going
it, didn't
overboard,
I?
mate.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, we are getting ready to knock out In Bruges. This is that Colin Farrell joint that came back out in 2008. Only thing I know is that it is a dark comedy, and it has maybe some gangster elements. This is kind of like right in the same vein of some of the other previous projects that we've been working on. How you feeling about it, Rekkai?
You know, when you said it was in 2008, I had no idea that it came out that long ago. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's old. We get a little long in the tooth, brother. Make sure you stay to the very end because you already know me and Rekkai. We're gonna chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth over the things we've enjoyed and over some of the things we may be scratching our heads over. So without any further ado, let's get started.
You know, I know absolutely nothing about this film except for that Colin Farrell's in it. That's the only thing I know.
That is it. I do remember when it came out that there was some buzz. I do remember that.
Was it
Colin Farrell was kind of like in his bag still in 2008.
Was it Oscar? Was it, like awards?
After I killed him,
Now that I don't know.
I dropped the gun in the Thames, washed the residue off my hands in the bathroom of a Burger King, and walked home to await instructions. Shortly thereafter, the instructions came through. Get the f out of London, you dumb fucks. Get to Bruges. I didn't even know where Bruges was.
All right, see, it's not just me.
I mean, it's not a common place.
It's in
You know what
Belgium.
I'm saying?
I'm so happy that he said that.
Bruges is a shithole. Bruges is not a shithole.
Bruges is a shithole.
Could we reserve judgment on Bruges until we've seen the
I know it's going to be a shithole.
What's his name? Brendan Glazer? What's his name?
Yeah, I just know it's Brendan something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look how young Colin looked. Even that Brendan, was it Brendan Gleeson? Is that his name?
Hold on, let me look. Brendan Gleeson, yes.
I think you have a couple of rooms booked under Cranham and Blakely.
We have one room booked.
Oh.
Say what?
One twin room. Booked for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Do you have another room?
No, I'm afraid we're fully booked. With Christmas, everywhere is fully booked.
Okay.
It's like, oh hell no.
It's very pretty.
I'm not being funny. We can't stay here.
We've got to stay here until he rings.
Well, what if he doesn't ring for 2 weeks?
Then we stay here for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks? In fucking Bruges? In a room like this? With you? No way.
I really don't like to say this.
You really don't like to say what?
Well, you know.
Bring that up.
The heck?
Some sort of panic attack?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. He hit a button.
Yeah, and he didn't even say nothing. He inferred he was going to say it, and it triggered him. It's a pretty church.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Say what you
probably
will
all
about
sorts of
Bruges. It's beautiful.
atrocities.
The archi-
Probably all sorts of bullshit happening in them churches.
I can't lie though. I'm a fan of like really old architecture like that.
Oh yeah, I love
Old
it.
architecture that's lasting. Yeah.
I like to know the history of them, though, the real.
Yes, I do. It's called sightseeing. Oh, look at that. Former
So
hospital.
sad.
In the 1100s.
The 1100s.
Bruges is the most well-preserved medieval town in the whole of Belgium, apparently.
Okay. See, look, I'm learning about Bruges.
Me too. I am pretty positive I have never been here.
Come up.
What's up there?
The view.
The view of what? The view
Oh
down
my
here?
God.
You see that from down here?
This dude's a wet blanket.
You're
Ain't he?
about the worst tourist in the whole world.
Exactly, that part.
Ken, I grew up in Dublin. I love Dublin. If I'd grown up on a farm, and was regarded. Bruges might impress me, but I didn't, so it doesn't.
Wow. Yo, get your mans, Doug.
Get your guy.
Who let you out the house, man?
You know, tell how old this
Gotta get rid
man
of
was.
my
You
coins.
can't even say that anymore.
350. 490. Will you take 490?
Entry is €5.
Come on, man, it's only 10 cents.
Entry is €5.
Beat your ass over 10 cents.
Happy in your work?
Very happy.
It's a man who appreciates history.
I don't know. Since this is a gangster flick, he probably looking at all the different places where he can kill somebody. Ain't no.
He's like, oh, I could get a whole bunch of folks.
I don't know. I'm like that though. I like, you know, you go someplace, you gotta do the touristy stuff.
I like it here.
Well, it's a simple town for maybe a simple man.
Like that wet blanket, that blanket. So it's Colin Farrell. Is
you
he
called it.
Irish?
I thought he was, maybe not. Okay, so you all in the chat, let us know.
I didn't know. I didn't know if he was Irish. I didn't know if he's an Aussie. I didn't know where he was from exactly.
Been to the top of the tower?
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Guidebook says it's a must-see.
Well, you lot ain't going up there.
Pardon me? Why?
It's all windy stairs. I'm not being funny.
What exactly are you trying to say?
What exactly am I trying to say? These are a bunch of fucking elephants.
This dude. Come on, man. And we hit him. I hit him with the quit playing.
Come
Quit
on,
playing.
leave it, Fuzzy.
You know you're just the rudest man. The rudest man.
What's all that about? They're not going up there. Hey, guys, I wouldn't go up there. It's really narrow.
Screw you, motherfucker.
Now this is more like it. Proper holidays. One gay
That-
beer for my gay friend, one normal beer
Oh.
for me because I am normal.
Okay. Well, there's that.
We're not staying here getting pissed. We are quietly sightseeing, like he says, and awaiting his call to see what we do next. This is my vote what we should do. We give it another day. 2 days, max.
Why does his beer guy be gay?
Check the papers again, and if there's still nothing in them, we phone him and say, Harry, thank you for the trip to Bruges. It's been very nice, all the old buildings and that, but we're coming back to London now and hide out in a proper country where it isn't all just fucking chocolates. My vote would be we quietly sightsee, like he says, and await his call to see what we do next. You don't even know we're here hiding out. What are you talking about? You don't even know we're not here on a job. What? On a job? Yeah. Here in Bruges? Yeah. Why? What did he actually say? He didn't actually say anything. Why do you think it might be? Don't think anything. But it's a bit fucking over elaborate, isn't it? Go take him to hideout. Go take him to hideout where? Go take him to hideout in fucking Bruges. You can hide out in Croydon. Or Coventry.
He just pulled his coattails. It's like, we might be here on a job.
It is a bit over elaborate.
Now he's gonna start looking at everything different, looking at angles, looking at,
We
is
haven't
this
got
the
any
person I gotta kill?
He can get guns anywhere.
He's probably making a list of people to kill right now in his head.
Right now.
He's gonna start with the Americans. That's what he's gonna do.
He's not gonna ring tonight.
Does he think it's contagious?
A lot of people do.
He's not gonna ring tonight.
He even said that man's beard was gay. How
Let's
does
go
that
out.
happen?
Go out where? The pub. No.
He's reading a book.
Let's go out and have a look at some of all the old medieval buildings and that. Because I bet they look even better at night, all lit up.
Such a child.
That got his attention. Yep.
I don't know. I
That's
swear,
why it's
like
called the Griffins Museum.
in medieval countries and shit like that, I didn't like to be out at night.
What are they doing over there? They're filming something. They're filming midgets.
God.
This dude is like 6 years old, man.
Yeah. He's gonna say all the wrong stuff.
Come on, let's go. My arse, let's go.
They're filming midgets.
Oh my God. Look at that girl.
She's gorgeous.
Hmm.
Is she gonna be the mark? How the hell is he over in the craft tent?
My man's distracted. This is not going to end well.
What are you filming midgets for?
It's a Dutch movie. It's dream sequence. It's a pastiche of Nicholas Rogue's Don't Look Now. Not a pastiche, but a homage is too strong. A nod of the head.
A lot of midgets tend to kill themselves.
What? That's what you start with?
A disproportionate amount. I heard of Villa Chase off of Fantasy Island. I think somebody off the Time Bandits.
Oh,
Suppose
Time
they must
Bandits. I
get
love that film.
really sad about, like...
Seen it.
My name's Ray. What's yours?
Chloe, how did you get past the security man?
Past security man. Sort of my job.
You're a shoplifter.
No, not a shoplifter. I'll tell you what I am at dinner tomorrow night.
He tried it. I ain't mad. I mean, shoot.
Shoot or shoot.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. He got the digits.
Mr. Blakely,
Yes.
you have a message.
Should Chloe be the mark?
Number one, why aren't you in when I f***ing told you to be in? Number two, why doesn't this hotel have phones with fucking voicemail and not I have to leave messages with a fucking receptionist? Number three, you better fucking be in tomorrow night when I fucking call again, or there'll be fucking hell to pay. I'm fucking telling you, Harry.
Dang. Harry got some mouth on him.
Yeah.
Ken, you'll never guess what.
What?
Got a date for tomorrow night.
I'm very happy for you.
With a girl.
Can you turn the light off, please?
Only been in Bruges one day, got a date with a girl in the film business. The Belgian film business. They're doing a film about a midget.
He seems to be a special kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Miss, sorry about the message last night. The man who left it is a bit of he's a bit of, yes. We're staying in tonight, whatever happens.
Mess up his date. He ain't staying in. Yeah. He like, nah, bruh.
What?
Except only one of us needs to stay in.
What kind of hitman are you?
Which one of us would that be now, Ray? I thought you didn't like Bruges.
I don't like Bruges. It's a shithole. But I did already say I had a date.
Just don't get into any fucking trouble. And this morning and this afternoon, we are doing what I want to do. Got it?
Of course. Which I presume will involve culture.
Oh, we shall strike a balance between culture and fun. Did we or did we not agree that if I let you go on your date tonight, we do the things I wanted to do today?
We are doing the things that you wanted to do today.
And I would do them without you throwing a moody like some 5-year-old who's dropped all his sweets.
I didn't agree to that.
Would you? Up there, the top altar, is a file brought back by a Flemish knight from the Crusades in the Holy Land. And that file, do you know what it's said to contain?
No, what's it said to contain?
It's said to contain some drops of Jesus Christ's blood. Yeah, that's how this church got its name. Basilica of the Holy Blood. Yeah. At various times of great stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna open the queue and touch it, which is what you do.
Do I have to?
That's not his bag, man.
Of course you don't have to. It's Jesus' fucking blood, isn't it? Of course you don't have to. Of course you don't fucking have to.
How in the world did these two get to working together?
I don't know, dude. It's like Laurel and Hardy.
Without the funny.
Yeah.
Now that is an ugly dog. My God. Somebody put it out of his misery. What is wrong with that animal?
I didn't even see the dog. I thought he was holding
It looked
a
like
small
a
bear.
half-shaved bear. Yeah. Oh, they never minded you.
Little cunt.
What is wrong with that animal, man?
Oh my God.
That is the most horrible looking dog I think I've seen. That dog can't be real. That's got to
Bless
be
it.
like a puppet
No,
or
I
something.
think that dog is real. Bless that dog's heart. Bless his little special heart. Poor little Tink Tink.
Murder. Father.
Why did you murder someone, Raymond?
For money.
You murdered someone for money.
Yes, Father. Not out of anger, not out of nothing. For money.
Who did you murder for money, Raymond?
Hey, wait a minute. Stitches get
You,
stitches.
Hey, I've seen that dude. I can't think of where though.
Harry Waters says hello.
Oh, wow. Hey, yo, you killed a priest in the church? That's a different kind of foul, man. You know how grimy you gotta be to kill a priest in the church?
Not any more grimy than anybody else.
Oh, no, not the baby. Oh, yeah, you're unredeemable, man. There's a special place in hell for you, my guy. Yo, they are skinning this dude on this painting, man.
Yeah. Oh, you never seen no shit like that?
You didn't mean to kill a little boy.
I know I didn't mean to.
Matter, but you did it.
But you did it.
Because of the choices I made. And the course that I put into action, the little boy isn't here anymore.
Yes, all of that.
He'll never be here again.
You could have shot the priest one time and through the dome when
he could have not shot the priest at all.
I mean, here in the world, not here in Belgium.
He had to shoot the priest.
He chose to be a hired gun.
I mean, he might have wanted to come here when he got
I
older.
mean, it's clear that he's not smart enough to do much else. And apparently, he can't even do
And that's
that
all
right.
because of me. He's dead because of me.
Yes.
And I'm trying to get my head around it, but I can't. I will always have killed that little boy.
Yeah, these things are true.
That ain't ever going away. Ever. Unless maybe I go away.
Don't even think like that.
So, can you come back from that?
No, absolutely not.
So there's no...
I'm sure, like, in some faiths, you know, you say a couple of Hail Marys and your sins are absolved. For me, personally, you kill people for money, you killed a priest in a church, and you killed a child. And you're talking about, is there a space for redemption? No, absolutely not.
So what do you do, Raymond?
I shoot people for money.
Easy, honest.
What kinds of people?
He's a special kind
Priests.
of stupid.
Children, you know, the usual.
Wow.
So what is it you do, Chloe?
That's so
Belgian
twisted.
Do you?
Do I look like I do?
You do, actually. Do I look like I shoot people?
You do, actually. He's like,
Just children.
That stung. Yeah, have a sip.
I saw your midget today. Little prick didn't even say hello.
Well, he's on a lot of ketamine.
What's that?
Horse tranquilizer.
Is that? That's really what that is?
You can't sell horse tranquilizers to a midget.
Is there truth to that, chat? That ketamine is horse
This
tranquilizer?
movie, I think it's
I
going to
didn't
be
know what it
the
was,
one.
but-
There's never been a classic movie made in Bruges until now.
Of course there hasn't. It's a shithole.
Unbelievable. Was it the smoking? He can't help himself. He got to say something.
What's unbelievable?
Yep.
He pauses, even though he should just hit the... And he repeats, yes, I am talking to you. What's unbelievable?
Well, I'll tell you what's unbelievable, shall I? Blowing cigarette smoke straight...
Yup.
This is the smoking
I
section.
don't care if it's the smoking section. All right? She directed it right in my face, man. I don't want to die just because of your f***ing arrogance.
Uh-huh. Isn't that what the Vietnamese used to say?
What?
That statement makes no f***ing sense at all.
Yes, it does. The Vietnamese.
Saying it over and over ain't gonna make any more sense. How does the Vietnamese have any relevance whatsoever to myself and my girlfriend having to breathe your friend's cigarette smoke? Tell me how saying...
Oh! Oh, wait a minute.
No, don't bother.
Whoa! Man, this dude. Yeah, date's over.
We're leaving.
Gotcha.
I don't hit women.
I would never hit a woman, Chloe. That's self-defense, isn't it? Or a woman who could do karate. We'd never hit a woman generally, Chloe. Don't think that.
The way she's looking at him.
I have to make a call.
Oh, no. You've gone off me now, haven't you? Just because I hit that f***ing cow.
This is why I don't date, because I don't understand shit. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, my man got a ketamine dealing hot date.
I mean, he shoots kids.
With a hitman.
Where the f were you yesterday?
We just popped out for some dinner, Harry. We only popped out for half an hour.
Yeah? What'd you have?
For dinner?
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Was it nice?
You know, it was Pizza Hut. It was the same as in England.
Yeah, that's globalisation. Is Ray there with you?
He's in the toilet.
Can he hear?
No.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's gonna tell him to kill Ray.
He's doing a wee or a poo?
I don't know, Harry. The door's closed.
We'll send him out on an errand for half an hour.
Yup.
Ray, why don't you go out down to the pub for half an hour? Yeah, I know I said you couldn't, but might as well enjoy ourselves, eh? No, I don't know if they've got bowling anywhere. Could have a look. Yeah, see ya. Yep, he's gone.
What'd you say to him?
I said, why don't you go have a drink? Say you've been cooped up.
What'd he say?
I said, yeah, you would. And you might go have a look, see if there's a bowling alley around. Harry, he's definitely gone.
You realise there are no bowling alleys in Bruges?
I realised that, Harry. The boy wanted to have a look anyway.
What are they going to have, a medieval f***ing bowling alley?
This dude.
When were you here?
When I was 7. Have you been on a canal trip yet?
Yeah.
Have you been down like all the old cobble streets in there?
Yeah.
It's like a fairy tale, isn't it, that place?
Yeah.
The church. So he's having a really nice time.
Well, I'm having a really nice time. I'm not sure if it's really his cup of tea.
Okay, we'll find some place to bury his monkey ass.
You know, I'm not sure if it's really his thing.
What do you mean it's not really his thing? What's that supposed to mean? It's not really his thing. What the f*** is that supposed to mean?
Nothing, Harry.
It's a fairy tale in town, isn't it? How can a fairy tale town not be somebody's f***ing thing? How can all those canals and bridges and cobble streets and those churches and all that beautiful f***ing fairy tale stuff, how can that not be somebody's f***ing thing, eh?
What I think I meant to say was...
Is the swan still there?
Yeah, the swan.
How can f***ing swans not f***ing be somebody's f***ing thing, eh? How can that be?
Oh, why is he so triggered by this?
This dude.
Initial dual carriageway thing sort of put him off for a second.
I don't remember a dual carriageway. Must be recent. Hasn't spoiled you, has it?
No. It's just that initial thing.
The heck is up with
This
dude?
conversation is
You know what?
wild.
As we were walking through the streets, there was this sort of freezing fog hanging over everything.
I'm glad we were able to give him something. Something good.
Before we kill
He
him.
wasn't a bad kid, was he?
Huh?
He wasn't a bad kid, was he? Listen, take down this address. Ramstraat 17. That's Ram, like Ram, but with an extra A.
Ramstraat 17.
You got that?
Yes, Ramstraat 17.
Good. There'll be a man there tomorrow morning at 9. His name's Yuri.
Yuri.
He'll give you the gun. Ring me on the public phone at Jimmy Driscoll's about 3 or 4 tomorrow, after it's done.
After what's done?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pop.
Are you being thick?
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like Ray. He was a good bloke, but when it all comes down to it, you know, he blew the head off a little f***ing kid.
Yup.
You brought him in, Ken. So if the
Yup.
buck don't stop with him.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can't be killing kids, man.
You brought him in.
Ken.
Yeah.
So either
The
you
buck
take him
don't
out.
stop with him. Where does
Stops
it
with me,
stop?
Harry. That's an easy one.
Don't get shirty, Ken.
Mm.
I was able to do something for the boy before he went.
Do what for the boy?
You know, have him get to see Bruges. I'd like to get to see Bruges again before I die.
Wow, Bruce was a gift. That's crazy.
Give me a call when he's dead.
Listen,
Damn.
I need Harry to ask me what would be like a dream for me. Let me go out in style.
Yeah, send me to Vegas though, man. Like or Miami.
Send me to Dubai.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who this?
My fucking girlfriend, you asshole. What are you doing? Where are you from?
Who Is what?
That's her boyfriend.
I didn't know she had a boyfriend, all right? And I hadn't f***ed her anyway. Ask her. I'd only put my hand on it.
Put the gun down.
I said I only put my hand on it.
Get down on you.
Oh.
You brought a
That's
knife
not
to a
gonna help you.
gunfight?
Right. There's only blanks in that gun.
Is that right?
Dang.
Heck, don't.
Now, who's the f***ing bum boy? You
Oh.
Yeah, blanks are still
What
there.
exactly is going on here?
I can't see.
Yeah, gunpowder still comes out.
Is this fella your boyfriend?
No. I mean, he used to be.
Oh, what's he doing here?
But we rob tourists sometimes.
I fucking used you.
I told him
This
not
dude
to
got
come
the
tonight.
worst luck.
Why did you come tonight?
Chloë, I can't see, I swear it. Oh, stop whinging like a big gay baby. I haven't had a shag in months.
I'll drive you.
Great. Now the whole night's ruined.
No. Stay if you want.
I just knew someone like you would never like someone like me. I just knew.
What do you mean someone like me?
You know, someone nice.
She's a drug dealer, robs tourists.
Call me.
There's nothing nice about this girl.
Yo, there's nothing nice about anybody in this show.
Listen, he
It's
got
just all bad people.
he got a little over 12 hours to live. He better get it in.
Yeah, exactly. At least he put his hand on it.
Put his hand on it. He put his hand on it. There's, oh my God.
He kept that gun with the blanks.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Don't nobody know that blanks. That's gonna present a problem for your boy. Oh, she really was dealing. All you gotta do is look in Kermit.
Somebody just said all they have to do is snip his fingers for the memory.
He gonna die with them
I'm
fingers in
sorry,
his nose.
yo, that is wild. That is wild. Wow. Wow. Were those all blanks?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
Damn, little man.
My man get around, don't he?
Little man came back with the work.
How's the movie going? It's a jumped up Eurotrash piece of rip-off fucking bullshit.
Damn.
Like in a bad way. Your girlfriend's very pretty.
She ain't my girlfriend. She's a prostitute I just picked up.
Didn't know there were any prostitutes in Bruges.
Just have to look in the right places. Brothels are good.
You a little asshole, isn't he?
Even the States.
Yeah. But don't hold it against me.
Try not to.
I've seen that dude in something else before.
Just try not to say anything too loud or crass.
Man can barely get over the table.
It's all right. Old girl got his money. He gonna get over on her with the way he
Hey,
needs
oh.
Money still spent.
One gay beer, please.
How'd your date go?
My date involved 2 instances of extreme violence. One instance of her hand on my finger up her thing, which lasted all too briefly.
You got 5 grams of coke?
I got 4 grams on me and 1 gram in me, which is why my heart is going like the clappers as if I'm about to have a heart attack. So if I collapse any minute now, please remember to tell the doctors that it might have something to do with the coke.
Give us a gram then.
Thought you were laying off because it makes you depressed.
You know what? Right now, I don't really give a f***.
That part. Oh, God.
weird. It's even weirder. So you know she's a prostitute?
Why didn't you wave hello to me today when I waved hello to you
Talking
today?
her down, kissing her.
I was on a very strong first tranquilizer today. Except maybe to a horse.
What are you talking about?
Just horse shit.
You from America?
Yeah. Don't hold it against me.
That's for me to decide, isn't it? You from America too?
No, I'm from Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
That makes sense.
Amsterdam's just a load of bloody prostitutes, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I came to Bruges. I thought I'd get a better price for my pussy here.
I mean, the honesty in this damn movie is crazy to me.
He's a, huh?
Would you like some cocaine?
They're like, yes, please.
I've also got some acid and some ecstasy.
I'm about to say, this is about to go left.
This is nuts right now. I don't even know where this story is about to end up, but
The dwarf off. I think the time balance did. Lots of midgets. Dwarves. Top themselves. Shitloads. Would you ever think about this? Huh? Would you ever think about killing yourself because you're a midget?
What kind of question is that?
Just chatting out.
No, you weirdo. How much coke did you have? Jeez.
I mean, it's killing all the moves.
You know, sometimes I think Harry doesn't even give a shit about us at all. Has he still not called?
Damn.
No, still hasn't called.
No news is good news, eh?
Where did the little man go? Oh, wait.
Yeah, added more to the menu, huh?
Yeah, he went and got him a sister. What the hell she doing in Bruges? She
It's
came
gonna
down
be
from
war
Amsterdam,
between the
too.
blacks and between the whites. You ain't even gonna need a uniform no more. This ain't gonna be a war where you pick your side. Your side's already picked for you.
I don't know whose side I'm fighting on. Fighting with the blacks. Whites are gonna get their heads kicked in.
You don't decide this shit, man.
Well, who are the half-cats gonna fight with?
Blacks, man. That's obvious.
But what about the Pakistanis? What about the Vietnamese?
The blacks!
Well, I'm definitely fighting with the blacks if they got the Vietnamese. Hang on.
Think about the Vietnamese. He's so weak.
Would all of the white midgets in the world be fighting against all the black midgets in the world?
Yeah.
That'd make a good film.
You don't know
Wow.
how much shit I've had to take off of black midgets, man.
That's
So we got a little racist
undeniably
midget.
true.
A racist dwarf, I mean.
My wife was black.
Wait a minute.
And I loved her very much. And in 1976, she was murdered by a white man. Where the f am I supposed to stand in all this blood and carnage?
Did they get the guy who did it?
A friend of mine got him.
Harry Waters got him.
Oh.
Whose side do I fight on in this wonderful war?
I think you need to weigh up all your options and let your conscience decide, Ken.
I think I'll come with you.
Hey, what's...
Back off, Shorty.
You don't know karate. Ah!
Don't say you didn't have a cover. Short arse.
It's a whole different kind of shock and awe. Like, this shit is just one.
One big what the hell fest.
Yeah. And what gets me is somebody actually wrote a script. They got actual legit actors. There's millions of dollars. Like, this came out in movie theaters. Like, I'm not doing the right thing with my life because I wrote this shit in my sleep. Oh, he's going to Yuri. Get the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Sad, lonely little man. Even if he is remorseful, even if he's repentant, no redemption for him.
I mean, these are bad people to begin with. Like, let's start with that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're not.
That's the thing. If he was like, I don't know, a dog walker and he accidentally killed a kid, that's different. But his sole purpose is killing for money. Like, that's his gig. That's his life.
But what if
So,
he
no, he's not redeemable.
What if he decided to give it up? Error of his ways.
Have you seen any indication that he's going to give it up?
Not a one.
So that story that he told about his
Your
wife, you
friend
think
was
that's true?
behaving rather oddly this morning.
Yeah.
The story he told about his wife? Yeah.
Maybe. After his wife died, he
Oddly? How?
just
Well, he
decided to
asked
be
me about the
gay.
baby, and if I wanted a boy or a girl. I said I didn't mind as long as it's healthy, of course. But then he gave me 200 euros to give to the baby.
That's what you were talking about, redemption.
But he was quite insistent. Would you give it back to him when you see him? I don't want to be ungrateful, but it seemed like all the money he had.
Do you know where he is now?
He said he was going to the park.
It's like trying to buy salvation. But that might be enough
Not
to make
that.
make him change his mind about killing him. It could be.
No, but it's not necessarily him buying salvation. He obviously didn't mean to kill the kid.
No. But it's his actions that led to that. No, it was accident, but still, it's like drunk driving. If it's like drunk driving and you kill somebody, like you drank, got behind the wheel, and you killed somebody. You didn't mean to kill somebody, but you still did the deed, and you are solely responsible for that action.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you accidentally killed a kid who darted out on a bicycle, while you was driving and you've been drinking or whatever.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you are not redeemable?
You chose to drive drunk. That is a choice that you made purposely, willingly. You chose to be a hitman purposely, willingly. And the result of you taking those actions, you have to own.
I don't doubt any part of that. But it's something more about taking the responsibility, acknowledging your part for being a hitman more so than accidentally one mistake in your life. Oh,
Hey, don't! Get out! Where the did you come from?
I was behind the thing.
Why do you have a gun?
What the are you doing?
Yeah. Why do you have a gun? Yeah.
Oh my God.
You came here to clip me.
You were gonna kill me.
Oh, you were gonna kill yourself.
What?
You have a gun with a suppressor on it. Like, stop it.
I'm allowed to.
No, you're not.
I'm not allowed to, and you are? How's that fair?
Why would he go to the kid? Why would he go to the park? The kids can't use the park. A man and killed himself on the park bench like that.
We'll go somewhere and talk about this, please. I wasn't going to go through it today.
You looked like you were gonna go fucking through with it.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody trying to hear that, man.
You're not getting that gun back.
Oh, great day this has turned out to be. I'm suicidal. Me mate tries to kill me. Me gun gets nicked and we're still in Bruges.
I'm going to give you some money and put you on a train somewhere.
Back to England?
Oh, no.
England, Ray, you'll be a dead man.
And so am I.
You've been missing something.
You don't want to be a dead man, Ray.
I killed a little boy.
The boy was at church repenting his sins of having a bad mouth and not believing in Santa. And
Just go away somewhere. Get out of this business.
That
Try to do
part.
something good.
Get out of the business, man.
You're not going to help anybody dead. You're not going to bring that boy back. But you might save the next one.
What am I gonna be, a doctor?
hell no.
Do anything.
Park so she wouldn't have to clean it up.
What a wanker.
He said this whole trip, this whole being in Bruges thing, was just to give you one last joyful memory before you died.
In Bruges? Why in Bruges?
I suppose it's cheaper.
Somebody gonna be there on the ground and see.
Oh, yeah, like, you know it's about to go left.
What am I gonna do, Ken? Just keep moving. Keep on moving. Try not to think about it.
He's too dumb. He gonna get nicked somewhere.
Just forget about home for a while. See how the land lies in 6 years, 7 years. 7 years is not that long.
It's longer than that boy got. My first job.
Oh, that was his first job?
Great hitman I turned out to be.
Wow.
So he hasn't actually killed anyone but the priest and the little boy.
When are you going back to England?
I'll head back in a couple of hours or something.
Harry's not going to be mad at you, is he?
Harry gonna be hot. What you talking about?
I'll sort out, Harry.
Just tell him I'd probably kill myself in a fortnight anyway.
You won't. Are you right?
Harry don't strike me as the type that want to hear the mission didn't go down.
It's Ken. Listen to this noise. Do you know what that is? I know you know it's a train. Do you know what train? It's a train that Ray just got on, and he's alive, and he's well, and he doesn't know where he's going, and neither do I. So if you need to do your worst, do your worst. You've got the address of the hotel. I'll be here waiting.
Dang.
I've got to quite like Bruges now. It's like a f***ing fairy tale or something.
My man is ride or die. That's... Huh. Didn't think that would be Harry.
Mr. Fiennes. With the
Yeah,
bad
man.
mouth.
He just Oscar nod.
I
Mr.
mean-
Oscar nod, right? Yeah, for Conclave.
How about the fact that, of course, he's Harry? Because that's Voldemort. He is beating the hell out of that phone.
Harry!
Yeah, Harry all.
And his name is
It's
Harry.
an inanimate
Isn't that something?
f***ing object.
You're an inanimate f***ing object!
That's Voldemort. And in this movie, his name is Harry. How funny is that?
Now, you lot be good for your
young
mum
he
and the
looks,
motor,
too. That's
okay?
crazy.
Because Daddy's got to go away for a few days.
Where are you going?
I've got to go to Bruges.
Bruges.
Oh,
Where's
he's going
that?
personal.
It's in Belgium.
See, not everybody knows where Bruges is. I ain't gonna let it go. The gun with blanks. Oh, this is about to backfire on him.
That gun's got bullets in it.
Oh, okay.
Remember he found them 2 boxes
The
of bullets?
box. Yeah, you're right. Well, he's got a ticket, right?
You're Irish?
Yes.
What is your name?
Derek Lurl.
You hate the Canadian.
Huh?
You hate the Canadian.
I hate the Canadian. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's going to jail for
That's
hitting on
him.
dude in the restaurant.
That's the motherfucker.
That's what's gonna undo you. Word.
You hate the Canadian. Yeah.
Canadian.
We're taking you back to Bruges.
Brilliant.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Voldemort's
Yeah,
in Bruges.
Canadians, man. Yeah.
He did say that he wanted to go back to Bruges before he died.
He did. Careful what you ask for.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
he's over at Yuri's. Look, he didn't pull it up. He's like, yes.
and that's the fake skinhead.
Take your pick, Mr. Waters.
An Uzi? I'm not from South Central Los Angeles.
Hey.
I didn't come here to shoot 20 10-year-olds in a fucking drive-by.
Watch your mouth, wanker.
I want a normal gun for a normal person.
He really did have a Uzi on it.
Motherfucker. Is he talking to me?
No, Eric's on your side, Mr. Waters. Your young friend blinded him last night.
Raided?
I was trying to rob him. And he took my gun from me.
He said, oh,
And the gun was full of blanks. And he shot the blank into my eye. And now I cannot see from this eye ever again.
Well, to be honest, it sounds like it was all your fault.
Right?
Dummy?
What?
I mean, basically, if you're robbing a man and you're only carrying blanks and you allow your gun to be taken off you and you allow yourself to be shot in the eye with a blank, which I assume the person has to get quite close to you, then, yeah, really, it's all your fault for being such a puff. So why don't you stop whinging and cheer the fuck up?
Eric.
You better get smacked again.
We didn't respond.
Really?
You've already been bested by a man, an unarmed man.
I do want the guy dead and want him fucking crucified, but it don't change the fact that he stitched you up like a blind little boy. Thanks for the gun, Yuri.
Does not change the fact. And people just write some of their just hatred into scripts and shit. They just write some more
yeah, I was gonna address that in the post.
Dog, it just
the writer definitely feels some kind of way.
look. He's sitting there waiting on him, having a sip.
I want to have a seat, man.
He's like, man, I know you, dude.
Like it's Bruges, it ain't that big.
It ain't that big. You was looking for me, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Scared me with that bullshit.
He's like, I ain't scared of you, man. My man leaned back in his chair and everything.
The boy is suicidal, honey. He's a walking dead man. Keeps going on about hell and purgatory.
When I phoned you yesterday, did I ask you, Ken, will you do me a favour and become Ray's psychiatrist?
He put a loaded gun to his head this morning. I stopped him.
This gets f***ing worse.
We were down the park.
Let me get this right. You were down the park? What's that got to do with anything? Let me get this right. Not only have you refused to kill the boy, you've even stopped the boy from himself, which would have solved my problem, which would have solved your problem, which sounds like would have solved the boy's problem.
It wouldn't have solved his problem.
If I had killed a little kid, accidentally or otherwise, I wouldn't have thought twice. I'd have killed myself on the fucking spot.
The boy has the capacity to change. The boy has the capacity to do something decent with his life.
Excuse me, Ken. I have the capacity to change.
Yeah, you do. You have the capacity to get f***ing worse.
Ah, yeah, now I'm getting down to it.
Harry, let's face it. I'm not being funny. I mean, no disrespect. But you're a c***. And the only thing that's going to change is you're going to become an even bigger c***. Maybe have some more kids.
You f***ing retract that bit about my f***ing kids.
I retract that bit about your f***ing kids.
Inside my f***ing kids? That's going overboard, mate.
I
It's
retracted
going
it, didn't
overboard,
I?
mate.
Leaves you being
You f***ing got that.
Saying that is a British staple right there.
Where's Ray now?
Oh, right about now, Ray is in one or other of the 1 million towns in mainland Europe it's possible to be in, other than here.
Meanwhile,
He gonna stroll right downtown to the pub.
right past him too, right? Oh, look, he got him out.
I'll get all the money back to you as soon as I get through to my friend.
It's not a problem, Raymond.
And I'll get all your acid and your ecstasy back to you too.
English humor.
I'm assuming you've got your gun on you.
This game might get ugly.
It's a bit crowded around here, you know?
Well, I'm not going to have a shootout in the middle of 1,000 Belgians, am I? Not to mention the other nationalities, just on their holidays.
To see the swans and the gothic and all the fairy tale stuff, eh?
Are you trying to f***ing wind me up?
No, Harry.
On top of calling me calling me kids, so I might just have to f***ing shoot you right here.
Let's go up the bell tower.
Oh.
Be quiet up there this time of evening. Let's go up there.
Y'all got guns. Like, how's that gonna be quiet?
Yeah, but dude has a silencer, but he took it off though, I thought. And what, they gonna wait to get up there and then...
Canadians.
Shoot it out or shoot it in the stairwells because it's narrow?
Anyway, supposed to turn up the court in 2 days.
You gonna turn up?
I don't know. I forgot to stay for it.
Most beautiful woman. I know your restricted mind.
I walk right by him. Look at this.
Tower is closed this evening.
Oh, wait, it's supposed to be open till 7.
Tower is usually open until 7. Yesterday, an American had a heart attack up the tower.
Damn it.
Yeah, cranky. He is hungry.
The big man.
When are you gonna be?
They warned him twice. Dang.
The tower is
You gotta get
closed
hemmed up.
this evening. Understand, Englishman?
You was out of pocket,
About to
my
lose
boy.
that finger. It's about to oh, he smacked the fire out of him.
Oh, he ain't done. Yeah. Oh, he's pistol whipping him. Is he gonna see, dude? Wait,
Yeah,
he
man.
gonna see Ray with his ex-girl.
I've been wanting to say I'm really sorry for karate chopping you the other night. Tom's way out of order.
You got his way to Dumbledore?
I find it easier to believe and forgive you somehow. The two of you weren't laughing straight in my fucking face.
Man, fuck that dude.
Look at you. If you don't take your
Little
little,
Rocks.
if you don't
Little
take your
Randy
little ass to
behind us,
Gryffindor, you know, get the hell on.
You turning your back on this dude?
Right. Like,
I didn't mean
how's this-
taking the piss out of it being a fairy tale place.
they're gonna take 20 paces. What?
What are you doing?
I'm not fighting anymore, Harry.
All right, then I'm blowing your f***ing head off. I don't come over all gandy. What are you f***ing doing? Ken, stop messing about, please. Pick up your gun. I know I'm going to beat you anyway, because you're a spaz, but...
Harry,
Tired, boss.
I'm totally in your debt.
Oh.
Think about his
Things
black
have gone
wife
between
in
us in the past.
1976.
I love you unreservedly for all that. For your integrity, for your honor. I love you.
Why should he gonna tell him that he didn't actually find the dudes
Boy
that killed his
had
wife?
to be let go. Boy had to be given a chance. To do that, I had to say, F you, and F what I owe you. Fuck everything that's gone on between us. And that's what I had to do. But I'm not fighting you. And I accept totally everything you've got to do. I accept it.
Oh, yeah?
He's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Well, you say all that stuff. I can't shoot you now, can I?
It's entirely up to you, Harry.
Yo, but he owned up to it. He was a man about his.
Like I'm not going to do nothing to you, just stand in the back like Robert Powell. Like Robert Powell, like of Jesus in Nazareth.
We're filming down by the Pointy building tonight. It might actually be good for once. You guys should come along.
I think we're just gonna have a quiet one tonight, Jimmy.
Are you? Oh my God! Look, he can walk right into them.
Oh, right into it. Oh.
And remember, dude don't got his gun. Ray don't got his gun.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Look, he's like, wait,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Harry
Eddie got
here
your
trying
girl.
to kill you?
Eddie got your girl.
But no, he's like, but he know Harry came there to kill him, to kill your boy. He's like, he can go right up in the tower. Let me tell you, your boy downstairs right now.
Mr. Waters! Mr. Waters!
Who's that?
It's Eric.
The blind boy?
Yeah. The guy you're looking for. The guy Ray. He's downstairs at the bar.
He's like, you lied?
Oh, golly. The spray was crazy.
I'm sorry, Ken, but you can't kill a kid and expect to get away with it. You just can't.
He didn't even finish him.
Where?
To the left when you come out. The bar to the left.
You think he only grazed him to keep from killing him?
I don't
Everything
know.
that was set up top. Yeah.
This is getting ready to be one mad ass scene right here. So he got shot in the leg, got shot in the neck.
He's going back up?
Yeah, he got a clear shot.
Of an autumn day.
Remember when he was practicing taking Ray out when
That's
he was up
right.
top before?
He had his little fingers. Yeah. Wow, there's some foreshadowing. Good call.
Watch, dude gonna be standing on with the gun pointed and dude gonna shoot him from top. No, this dude seems to have been a hitman for a while.
And I said, grief
He about to end up in one of them paintings.
at the dawning of the day.
He got pistol work from the top of a tower in the fog. My God.
We tripped lightly along.
You might as well just leap off the building. Stand a better chance of hitting him that way.
Of a deep, oh, I love too much. And by side.
Is he gonna throw himself off the tower?
He's about to jump in the up.
The clay, he'd look his wings at the dawn.
Oh.
Word.
Oh.
What the hell?
But now he's looking that way. He'll see dude coming out. He'll see Harry coming out now.
Right. That's true. Wow.
And remember, he had the gun on the inside of his, you know what I'm saying, on the inside of his jacket.
That's true.
And he gonna think Harry did it. Oh my God.
Harry's here.
Oh, what?
Take my gun.
Better do what he said.
Wow.
I mean, he took the express elevator
the
down.
gun's all busted up.
Where's my gun?
I'm gonna die now.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
And
he went out like medieval too, like them paintings we was looking at.
Damn, but you see his like,
Yeah. Ugh.
He held it together for a few words, dog. Dog, he said Harry's here. You need to be up and out.
Look at the bits of meat all over the place. Ugh.
He should be knees to chest right now. Yeah, this right now. Listen, knees to chest, my boy. You need to be.
Serpentine, bob and weave, dude.
Oh, you're lucky, dude. Dude don't get out no more. He should have been and hit his ass.
Mr. Blakely said you left.
I need to get to the room right now. Quickly, now! You gotta go home right now. It's very, very dangerous here. Right, go home, right now!
The map quest map. Oh, he gonna find that letter. Yep.
You'll have to go through me.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to go through you, am I, with your baby in that? I'm a nice person, but...
Marie! Just let him come up, it's okay. Harry, swear not to start shooting until she's left the hotel.
I swear not to start shooting until she's left the hotel. I totally swear.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. This is my hotel.
Dang.
I suppose you got a gun up there?
Yeah.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't stand here all night.
Why don't you both put your guns down? Go home.
Don't be stupid. This is the shootout.
Harry, I've got an idea.
What?
My room faces onto the canal, right? I'm gonna go back to my room, jump into the canal, and see if I can swim to the other side and escape. If you go outside and round the corner, you can shoot at me from there and try and get me. That way we leave this lady and her baby out of the whole entire thing.
You completely promised to jump in the canal.
I completely promise, Harry. Not gonna risk having another little kid die, am I?
I go outside, then I go which way, right or left?
You go right, don't you? You can see it from the doorway. It's a big fucking canal.
All right, Jesus, I've only just got here, haven't I? Okay, on the count of 1, 2, 3, go, okay?
Okay. What? Who says it?
Oh, you say it.
You guys are crazy.
1, 2, 3, go!
Wow. His luck.
Keep driving.
And it was a soft flaw.
Yeah, but he dropped the damn gun.
No way. You're way too far away.
Oh.
It's not that bad a shot after all.
Wow. Ugh.
I don't know what his plan now, because he dropped the gun. Harry's gun, Ken's gun was busted up.
Is the little guy still there? Yep. Throw the racist midget at him.
The little boy.
That's right, Ray. The little boy.
Dang.
Oh, did he accidentally shoot the dwarf?
Dang.
Did he shoot the dwarf?
He's gonna kill himself. Remember when he said if he ever killed a little kid, he would just kill himself?
I remember he don't know that that's a dwarf.
Yeah.
He's dressed like a little kid.
Yup. Because he's looking at the little guy. Yup.
Yeah. He gonna see the back of his. The bullets that blow your head off.
So he didn't see. Wow. So he doesn't know that he's a little guy. He's a little person. Wow. Yeah, you know what you gotta do. You said you do.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't kill a little kid and get away with it now, can you?
Yep.
I see.
Yeah. Yep.
No, it's not.
You've got to stick to your principles.
Dang. Wow. My man had a family and he was like, nah, I'm gonna just go ahead and off me.
Yeah, stick to your principles, my boy.
Wow.
There's a Christmas tree somewhere in London with a bunch of presents underneath it that'll never be opened. And I thought, if I survive all this, I'll go to that house, apologise to the mother
Marie?
there, and accept whatever punishment she chose for me. Prison. Death. Didn't matter. Because at least in prison and at least in death, you know, I wouldn't be in Bruges. I realised.
She's doing a lot of crying. All
Maybe
you
that's
did was
what hell
touch
is.
it.
Maybe that's what
The
hell
entire
is.
rest of eternity spent in Bruges. And I
I
really,
cannot
really
imagine
hope
the
I
people
wouldn't
of Belgium and Bruges was happy about this movie.
Wow, that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Some conversation pieces, plenty on this. First off, this is not what I was expecting. It's definitely a dark comedy first before everything else. The gangsta elements was interesting. I thought it was gonna be like a gangster film, kind of. I don't know. Wasn't expecting it to be a film about hitmen. You know, it had some interesting conversations regarding the nature of heaven, hell, purgatory. Bruges could be, I guess, interpreted as purgatory. There was a interesting conversation that me and you kept going back and forth about, you know, about forgiveness and accountability. I liked the overarching themes probably more than I actually liked the film, but this is still good. You know, I think Colin Farrell did his thing. The guy that played his partner, played by Brendan, yeah. I thought it was well done. I just like the conversations that I think that this could start up. That I appreciate more than anything else. How did you feel about this film?
Okay, so first off, I feel like that is time that I can't necessarily get back. I don't know what the hell I just watched. Like when this went off, I was like, was I on the game? Cause what just happened? The dialogue was like Quentin Tarantino got high and just wrote whatever came to his mind. Like it was wild. And then the execution of the film is just like, it's one of those things. Is like I really have a hard time believing that someone paid millions and millions of dollars to get this made and to go on an actual set and pay the actors and pay in marketing and put it in theaters and be like, you know what? People gonna love this. Are they now? I mean, if that, I should be making movies. All
right, so look, it's a beloved. It is a beloved movie. With almost 500,000 votes on IMDb, this got a 7.9 with almost 500,000, 476,000. Is that a worthy rating from what you've seen?
Not. No. Absolutely not. I like gangster movies. I like hitman movies. I like dark comedies. If you could put all of those into one movie, sure, great. This wasn't
What about the conversation of crime and punishment? Me and you kept going back and forth regarding the redeemability of the central character. What was his name? Ray. Yeah. The central character Ray. And let's start with that. I'm assuming that you believe Ray may be a redeemable character. I'm just curious as to why.
It's not that I believe Ray is redeemable. my point is, I don't believe that almost anyone is irredeemable. Now, there are some people that are clearly batting on the side of evil, and you take your evil demon ass to hell and burn.
Okay.
And I did it, and I hope to burn in hell. Yeah, take your evil ass on. I mean, there's clearly some people. This dude is more stupid than evil. Now, that does not excuse what you do, but in a life that we live as humans, and we are born to err. We are born to, as flawed individuals who F up all the time. And some of our F-ups are far larger than other people's. You know, maybe you did some dumb shit and you're like, wow, I really effed up bad. Maybe you accidentally killed a kid while you was killing a priest in a church with your stupid ass. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things there, because it is in this day and age too, killing a priest in the Catholic Church, there might be a hit out on him because he abused little kids.
That's true. That is very true. It could be karma catching up to him. We don't know why.
He could have been a very evil man.
That's very true.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you have a hit. You know, he could have just owed some money to a bookie. Who knows?
True.
That doesn't justify it at all. And the whole point of him not being redeemable, I think your point was about his actions. Look at his profession. Look at what he does for life. But I tend to be reminded of Jesus' last few moments on the cross. He had a thief and a murderer next to him. And he asked him, hey, all you got to do is ask for forgiveness and I'll take you home with me. And I want to say it was the murderer said, I'm sorry, like I messed up. You know, the thief is like, nah, I'm going to see how this play out. You know what I'm saying? If you really who you said you was, why you up here with me? So even, and honestly, that's one of those things that I've had, like, it's almost like you can do all the evil and wild shit all your whole life. But if you get a moment to yourself before you check out, you're like, ooh, I'm about to die. My bad. I'm sorry, God. And you get in, like, I have a problem with that myself, but that is supposedly the promise. No, it seems like it's got to be more than that. You know what I'm saying? And your time on this earth and what you did with the time that you had seems to have meant for something. But I don't know. I just think that in Ray's case, from where he was in the beginning, he was truly remorseful and he was completely torn up that he killed a little kid.
Okay.
He still took a life, and you know, you gotta pay for that, you know, and I know in our system of laws and man that we say that, you know, going to prison, going to jail that's payment for that sin. I don't know if it is. It seems to be someone else's form of punishment. I don't know if that's punishment enough. But he was remorseful, he was regretful, and maybe because he didn't have a long list of bodies, maybe because, I mean, we went from the position, I'm alleging, that early in the film, you went from where Ray is not even redeemable to at the point where at the end, he's running from Harry, and you're almost rooting for him. Like, knees to chest, my boy, like, get away from Harry, like, you know, and it's a complete juxtaposition of what the category that we put Ray in to begin the film. That's how I see it.
Okay, that's interesting. I can see what you're saying. I can understand that. I think we have this thing. We've said this on multiple occasions. We have this thing of glorifying the gangster films. And I think at the root of this, these are not good people. The root of all of this, Ken is not a good person. Ray is not a good person. Harry's not a good person. Ray's girlfriend is not a good person. The guy that got shot in the eye is not a good person. The guy delivering the arms is not a good person. These are not good people. But because they are in the limelight and they're doing these things that are entertaining, we root for them. We root for the bad guy. And this is no different. Like, Ray is a horrible, awful person. He has a profession where he literally kills people for money. That's his job. That's what he does. And and since he's killed a child accidentally as a result of doing this horrible job, he wants redemption. There's something interesting about, them going to the museum to see these Gothic paintings of judgments that are happening. At least I interpreted them as a lot of them as being judgments. And they're awful. Yeah. There's a guy getting skinned, somebody getting disemboweled, people getting shot in the neck. It's all these horrible things that they're looking at. And you have this old town that they're in that used to prescribe to that. That was how they got down. They got down with medieval things. We're in Bruges. It's an old town with an old belief system. Yeah. And you have these horrible people in a town that embodies that spirit. So I think the ending is brilliant. I think the ending is fitting. Everybody, all of them, something bad had to happen to them. We had a guy that lost an eye. We had Ken that sacrificed and blew his body up from smacking the pavement. We had Ray that died in the end, even though he was repenting. He still died a horrible death, and even Harry,
because you
had to end up undoing himself.
Because you can't kill a kid and get away with it now, can you?
Right. I think that the spirit of Bruges, and that there's something like, we laugh at Ray talking about how bad Bruges is, but maybe Bruges is, in the context of this film, maybe Bruges is hell. Maybe it is purgatory. Maybe they had to come, these horrible people had to all come to this city in order to get this medieval style justice to atone for their sins.
Well, even here's the thing. All the evil, well, not all the evil, because Eric's still alive. Chloe's still alive, Yuri's still alive. But the dwarf, with his racist ass, waiting on the race war to come through, his
brain's blown out.
He caught one. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then Ray's alleged dying moment, he's in front of another little boy. And maybe that's what hell is all about. You reliving your worst moment over and over and over for eternity. I am not saying that any of these people are good people. They are all awful.
Yeah,
awful damn people.
Pretty bad people, yeah.
and really, the only person I think I liked in the movie was Marie, the one who owned the hotel. I think, but I do think that at the moment when Ray was sitting in the park getting ready to off himself, the brilliance of this script was that it flipped the tone and how most people thought of Ray.
Okay.
Like in that point, that he was so disgusted with himself, accident or not, on what he did. Because most people would live out their life and, I'm sorry, I'm repentant. And even the ones who could get away with it would get away with it. If you got caught and you went to jail, you killed a kid, then it just, okay, I got caught. But he was so disgusted with himself that he couldn't live with himself anymore. Which that's a whole different issue, because even if that's a whole different religious issue for me, because to me, there is no coming back from killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you should not be killing other of God's creatures, but killing yourself, that's something that you had absolute control over, and just that's an unforgivable sin. And if you was already on your way to hell, you just booked a room in the lower dungeons, my boy. You got on gasoline draws on your way. But I think the tone of the movie shifted. I mean, because Ken was about to shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And then he says, and then he says he wasn't going to do it when he saw how disgusted Ray was with himself. Which that is crazy. I was about to kill you, but when I saw you was about to kill you, I decided not to kill you and stop you from killing you. What? And I think at that moment, him saying he deserved a chance to go and repent, go, okay, you messed up. You, in one of the worst ways possible, you have messed up. Now go save the next kid. Go save 100 kids. And that's the thing about what you do. And that's something for us all to think about. And this is an extreme case, but just think about, like, if there was an accident and and just so this stays timely. So there was an accident, famous singer, her van flipped several times and was hit by an 18-wheeler. And of the 9 people in her van, she is the only one that died. Now, the 8 people who were in the van with her, even though they may be injured, they're all still alive. And I'm sure that all of them are going to deal with survivor's remorse. The driver of the van that she was in, I have no idea why it flipped 3 times. Were they drinking? Were they sleepy? Did something come out on the road? Whatever. But then they got hit by another 18-wheeler. Maybe he was sleepy. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he'd had a couple drinks.
Okay.
Still, he took a life. However you chalk it up, someone is now dead because of his actions. How do you weigh that out? Like, if you mess up that bad, and especially, let's say the worst thing that you can do is take a life, which, honestly, I can think of a few worse things you can do, but okay, let's go there. Can you ever make up for that? Like, and I'm not saying that Ray could or could not, but the question is, if you have made the most egregious, the worst mistake of your life, mistake, intentional, is there ever anything that you could ever do to make up for that? If he became a superhero and saved 100 kids, 1,000 kids, does that make up for the one that he murdered on accident?
No. I mean, that's a question of morality, and depending on your faith, that can sway a lot of different ways. For me, if you're in the act of evil doing and your evil doing results in the demise of somebody else, you're gonna get what you deserve. Like I said, if you're like, if you're a dog walker, like I said earlier, if you're a dog walker, I don't know, the dogs get loose and well, actually that's a terrible example. If you're doing something that is not inherently evil or knowingly wrong, and somebody dies as a result of your actions, that's one thing. That's like a manslaughter kind of thing. Like you said regarding like the person that lost their life recently. If you're just driving and you hit somebody and they die, that's different than saying you willfully and willingly get behind the wheel as like a drunk driver. You know what you're doing, you are aware of it, and you're willing to take that chance, and you're risking your life and the life of others, and somebody dies as a result of your choice, and you gotta own up to that. That's on you. That's you did that. Own it. I think that's the difference for me. There's accidents, and then there's things that you had clear intention. You can't be in there all of a sudden, you're killing for money to kill a priest, and then all of a sudden you get redemption because you accidentally kill a kid. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how that correlates. Like, they're both horrible things that could have easily been avoided if you chose not to be a killer. So for me, based off of my beliefs, no, that's not redeemable. Now if it was a kid finds a gun and a horrible thing, kid picks up daddy's gun and shoots his friend, that's an accident. You're not the intention of trying to kill somebody. That's just a horrible thing that happened. But this dude's intentions were not that. He had death in his mind, in his actions, in his intentions. He knew clearly what he was going to do, and there was, what's the word I'm looking for? Collateral damage as a result of it. It's kind of like you're going in there to a building because you want to kill one bad person in there, and there's a whole bunch of other innocent people in there, and then you want to be like, well, he accidentally killed the other people. No, you went in there to blow up a building, and people died. Doesn't matter if they were innocent or not. You did have the intention to kill the other people that was in the building. You went in there to blow that building up. So you have to take that L. That's how I interpret it.
And here's the thing. I mean, and I don't want to debate this at all, because you're absolutely right. It does depend on your own morals and beliefs and your own values and stuff like that. But and the only reason I'm saying this is because thinking about the good book, without this turning into any sort of religious debate whatsoever.
Okay.
The story of Paul, formerly known as Saul, was one of the worst Christian persecutor killers in the book. And he saw Jesus on the road to Damascus and turned his entire life around. And he became one of the good book's greatest champions. So when I see stuff like that, again, it goes back to because his early life, he hunted down Christians, persecuted, killed them, tortured them, killed them. He was one of the worst. He was famous back when they didn't have social media. You knew him village to village.
Paul looking for you?
Yeah. It's like, oh, Saul's on that ass. Like, he had a reputation. They knew who he was. No social media. And he was able to turn his life around and be one of Christianity's greatest champions. And it just, so what I'm saying is, I think a lot of time, again, regardless of what people's religious orientation is, a lot of times it gets caught up on our interpretations of what we think the rules are. And, and who knows what is right, because you have to go with what it feels right to you, what feels right in your heart. I'm just saying that based on stuff like that, Peter was a straight killer. Peter, he had a short temper. Like, you roll up on Jay. Hey, what? Hold on, cut your damn ear off. Who you talking to? Like, this that guy. This is him. Empathy. And hell, I think, walking around barefoot and sandals with your robes on back in the day, doing what they did up against Roman soldiers, you had to be a little bit gangster. You had to.
Yeah. The times were different. The
times were different. Yeah. So, and all I'm saying is, you're right. Ken seemed to, at the end, to, he literally fell on his sword to try to have, like, listen, I don't know. I mean, I understand wanting to save Ray and give Ray a chance, but listen, I don't know. I'd have made some different choices.
Random thing. What did it mean when he dropped the coins first before he jumped? That meant something. What was the coins for? Is he like paying the toll, kind of like, you're crossing the river Styx and you have to put the coins on your eyes? Is that like a symbolism of that? Because I feel like that went over my head.
I'm going to guess, and this is purely speculative, I'm going to guess that the sprinkling of the coins coming from especially, you're talking about a medieval town and it was super foggy and it was like, what do you say? It's like a fantasy, it's like a dream. Yeah. I think the sprinkling of the coins, if he could hear the coins hitting the ground, then he knew that the ground was clear under him. Okay. I mean, probably in America, people rushed over, oh shit, there's coins? Hold on, let me go pick them up, I think him sprinkling the coins, he could hear them hit the ground, knew that, and people going to be looking up like, what the hell is going on? I think it just meant that he's not going to, trying to be heroic or whatever it was that he was trying to be in the last minute, that he wasn't going to land on somebody and kill them with his big ass.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a question for the chat as well. What do y'all think that meant and symbolized?
I really think the one thing that this movie has done was open up a real dialogue and a discussion about the nature of redemption itself, about, exactly what you're talking about your intentions, the life that you lead. What does that lead you to? And that may not be the point of the movie at all. Because we had people at different stages. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ken owed Harry for doing something for him back in the day. And that's maybe why he kept his allegiance to Harry and even, to take out Ray. He brought in Ray. Ray, on his first job out, his first day as a hitman, he screwed that shit up, and did something that, for most of us is damn near unforgivable. You killed a kid. That kid didn't even get a chance to live a life. Like, killing anybody's bad. You killed a kid. That little kid, he came to church to pray because, you know what I'm saying? He was moody, he was bad at math, and he was sad all the time. Like, of all the, it pretty much looked like, Ray, you are the biggest piece of shit on the earth, and at this moment, I don't care what happens to you. Like, the quicker you check out this movie, the better. But then as the movie went along, it's not really, you didn't get his backstory, but as the movie went along, it's almost like something shifted in there. And if something did shift for most people, you have to examine why. Why did your feelings about this man shift? And you saw, a bunch of people died in this movie, and they were all at different levels of the game. Who did you feel sorry for? Who did you not feel sorry for? I mean, hell, the only one who wasn't a killer was the dwarf, but he got taken out too. Yeah. Was that because he was a little racist fuck,
Well, yeah, I mean, what is this? See no, speak no, hear no evil. He's speaking evil. So, and we got to keep in mind, we're in a very medieval town. I think there's something about the spirit of Bruges. I mean, in Bruges, I think it's in the name. It's repeated overly. I mean, it's repeated. It's overly repeated. The little thing that Ray said at the very end when they're putting him into the ambulance, and I assume that he's died. It's something about old medieval, Old Testament type of like judgment kind of going on, and what the little person was saying, I think qualifies as that level of evil, and then you end up losing your face as a result of that, because you're pushing that agenda. Pushing that agenda is just as bad as pulling the trigger. What's worse, the person that pulls the trigger and kills one person, or the person that inspires millions of people to kill millions of people? You see what I'm saying? With just the person,
or you gotta look at our laws here. What's worse, the person who kills one person, or the person who's a mastermind and has instructed and sent people out to kill people?
See, that's what I'm saying. So he spoke that evil, and they're in this medieval spirited town. You got to pay.
You got to pay. So were you okay with Harry sticking to his his politics? You gotta stay with your
stand by. I mean, it's cool for a show. That's cool for the show. And you talk about like in real life terms, no, all these folks are crazy. all of these people are twisted, diminished, jacked up, evil people. Not all of them, but our main stars.
Damn, rude ass Canadians. I couldn't even believe it. Like, where they make Canadians like that? The only rude Canadian I know is Drake. Like, dog, I mean, I know he was blowing smoke in your face, but listen, I don't know. Some Canadian people I've come across have been the nicest people I ever met. And I'd be like, y'all almost not even real. Like, nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? Even so, for this guy, he was cussing and stuff. That's why it was like, Canadian? Where? He can't be Canadian the way he was talking crazy.
and to quote what Sherelle said in the chat, and they were sitting in the smoking section. Like Ray did have a point. He's like, you're in the smoking section. Like, what do you think we're gonna be doing? Blowing bubbles? Like, you're literally in the space where this is allowed. Why are you getting upset?
They were rude. The damn Americans that, you know what I'm saying, they cussed dude out because, he was rude as hell. But when Ken tried to keep him, he's like, hey, the stairs are narrow. They're like, F you, or whatever. And then he fat ass and had a heart attack. He was like, oh, okay, you up here trying to prove something to me. Now, good and damn well that physical activity ain't your thing. You look like one of them dudes on Wall-E to just sit back in the recliner all day and let the robots do shit. Like, stop it.
I didn't see them dying though. That was crazy. I was like, damn, they really did die off of that.
No, but what about the little Belgian dude who said that the tower was closed and it was poking Harry in the forehead? Like, you asking for an ass whooping? Like, you said, what is in the spirit of this town? This town is messed up. Like. That part. Everybody's stuck on stupid in Bruges.
But Ken said it too when Ken and Ray when they first met, and we know when they first got in the hotel room, and he was talking about dude that came at him with a bottle. He said, "What am I supposed to do?" It's like you're poking these bears, right? It's like people want to be able to just have these actions and not have no
consequences.
Yeah, like there's consequences for these things that you do.
He got outside and told Chloe. He said, I would never hit a woman, but she had a bottle. What was I supposed to do? It's self-defense. What was I supposed to do?
That dude was poking dude in the face. Like, what do you think is gonna happen, man? Like,
you see, Kian stepped right on around him and went on up steps. He's like, well, that's your ass.
Like, I already know how this is going in.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, what kind of choice is that? What do you think is gonna happen? Once again, I think the movie's decent, but I like this conversation that me and you are having as a result of the movie. So to me, in my taste, it's like a 6 for me. We don't do 7s on a scale of 1 to 10. We don't do 7s. This wasn't strong enough for an 8 for me. So it's more 6 for me. I'm just curious, how did you feel?
I can agree to that. It was it's a 6 for me. Definitely not 7.9. You out your mind. Normally I give a shout out to the people that are in the chat. In case you're wondering who it is that we're referencing off camera, there are members of the Patreon. They get a special section of our Discord where they get a chance to be a part of this reaction process. For our example, one of our members, Love said, an irresponsible adult knows that drinking and driving will lead to death. We all know this, just like we all know hitmans get hit. That's in reference to accountability for your actions. We had another interesting one. Same person said, 2 people about to die for this mess up, man. He better do right. I forgot what that was in reference to. I'm sorry. I meant this one. This one was. When being a gangster with morals gets you nowhere. That was the one. I thought that was kind of interesting when it came to Harry. Honor amongst thieves or whatever. It's still, still getting that purgatory. Sherelle in the chat may have the same sentiment with us regarding In Bruges. Said, I will never get that time from my life back. I have some thoughts. I don't know if I like it. It's one of these. This is one of those projects that it definitely needs to sit on you. I probably would, like you said, I probably would have walked out the theater just like scratching my head, like what just happened. I need somebody to tell me how they felt about it. If you want to be a part of this, there's a link in the description for the Patreon. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rekkai are having, because me and this dude, we just chop it up. Sometimes there'll be a movie, kind of like In Bruges, where we may not necessarily be feeling it 100%, but after a nice, cool conversation of just chopping it up and what we pulled from it, because we come from unique backgrounds, different backgrounds, but we definitely put a lot of thought into some of the things that we see. And if you want more of that, Rekkai is definitely like the inciting moment of thought for a lot of these projects that we work on. And you need to do yourself a favor. Head over to his YouTube page, hit that subscription button, throw a little change over at his Patreon. Rekkai, tell the people how they can get in contact with you. Yes, thank you, sir. I would absolutely appreciate that. Yes, come visit me at patreon.com, where I'm dropping my videos at least a couple of days in advance of what you might see it on YouTube. My videos on there are starting to be extended, and I'm starting to edit down my what you see on YouTube, so they are different. So I'm trying to cater a little bit more to my Patreon people, because they're good people and they're rocking with me, just like the good people on Syntell's Patreon. So you definitely need to jump in there as well. Either if it's patreon.com or youtube.com, it's the same / Noop from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. Don't worry if I said it too fast. It's in the description. Whatever we watch, and as you heard from our discussion right here, we try to use this. We try. But a lot of times what's most important is that you use this while you think about it. Thank you, Chef.
Hey, thank you, Chef. And thank you all for hanging out with us. I hope you had a really good time. I'm looking forward to hearing what you all have to say in the comment section.
They're coming for us,
hey, listen, I love it. I love it when people aren't feeling us, because I love to hear how things are seen from a different viewpoint. Love y'all to death, and we'll catch you on the next project. All right, y'all. Take care. Take it easy.